Welcome to the City Review. I'm Carlton.
And I'm Sharon. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention released 2 reports about the HIV epidemic. Nationally, the epidemic is increasing. More men and women are becoming infected.
871 AIDS cases were diagnosed in D.C. in 2007. Currently, 18,196 AIDS cases have been reported.
The United States has more than 1 million diagnosed AIDS cases. 73% of the new diagnosed cases are men, and 26% are women.
The CDC estimates that at least 3% of district residents have either HIV or AIDS.
Every mode of HIV transmission, men having sex with men, heterosexual sex, and IV drug use are increasing in the district.
There is a definite correlation between the poverty rates and the areas of the city with the highest cases.
The HIV/AIDS Administration believes that the true number of residents infected and living with HIV is higher than the report suggests.
Representative Jared Polis is the first-term Democrat from Colorado's 2nd District. To date, Polis is the first openly gay male elected to Congress as a freshman.
And Anthony Nedwicki was elected the next commissioner in Oakland Park, Florida's seat 4. Nedwicki, who is also gay, will become vice mayor in 2010 and mayor in 2011.
Former Republican U.S. Representative Wayne Gilchrist testified before the Maryland House Judiciary Committee for Marriage Equality.
Travis Britt, an African-American civil rights activist and widower of the late Senator Gwendolyn T. Britt, and Maryland Attorney General Douglas F. Gansler also testified in favor of marriage equality.
Vermont lawmakers are working on passing gay marriage bill before the session ends in May.
Vermont legislature was the scene of a fractious battle over civil unions before approving them in 2000.
More than 60 legislators from both parties have signed on as co-sponsors of Maine's gay marriage bill. If the bill passes, Maine would become the 3rd state to allow gay marriage.
In January 2009, the Army fired 11 soldiers for homosexuality, including 1 human intelligence collector, 1 military police officer, 4 infantry personnel, a healthcare specialist, motor transport operator, and water treatment specialist, all under the military's Don't Ask, Don't Tell law and policy.
Congressman Jim Moran, Virginia Democrat and senior member of the House of Defense Appropriations Subcommittee, released information on March 12, explaining the number of U.S. troops discharged from military service under the Don't Ask, Don't Tell policy during January 2009.
The Williams Institute at the UCLA School of Law will unveil an analysis of poverty among lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender Americans for members of Congress, staff, and the media on Friday, March 20th. The briefing will be hosted by the LGBT Equality Caucus.
I Do in D.C. is a new pledge campaign that will be launched on Saturday, March 28th by D.C. for Marriage. The pledge will be a central part of a person-to-person outreach campaign that will educate district residents about gay people and about marriage equality.
Residents in the DuPont Circle and the Logan Circle area will be engaged in a conversation about marriage rights and be asked to sign the pledge stating, "I do support marriage equality in D.C." This event will begin at 10 a.m. on Saturday, March 28th.
D.C. Mayor Adrian M. Fenty accepted a total of $36,300 from foreign governments to pay for his trips to China and the United Arab Emirates, the city's attorney general said last week.
Fenty has been criticized by Jewish leaders and human rights activists for attending the tennis tournament in Dubai after United Arab Emirates officials denied a visa to an Israeli player.
All 50 shows in Michael Jackson's comeback concert in London at the O2 Arena sold out in 5 hours. The shows will begin in July and end in February.
The ticket prices for these shows were $106 and $160. Initially, they were beginning on July 8th, and there were supposed to be only 10 concerts. The concert series will end February 24th, 2010.
Michael Jackson may be debuting a new dance, according to concert promoters.
Henrik Stenson, a professional golfer, disrobed to take a shot on the par 4 third hole at the WGC CA Championship. He wanted to avoid getting mud caked on his clothes.
Now, he removed his shoes, his socks, his shirt, and his slacks. He did, however, keep wearing his boxer briefs and his golf glove.
Good for him. Thanks for watching the City Review. This is Sharon.
And this is Carlton.
Goodbye.